of Mnangagwa. When he speaks like a god, doesn't speak like a leader. No, he speaks with that authoritarian voice of saying, you cross the line, do not cross the line. But I understand him, because if I have to employ you and you don't have the qualifications to take that post, okay, it means I give you the backup. My power matters. And whatever I say goes. Now I can see reports from ZanuPF that the President R.G Mnangagwa warns again against counter-revolutionary tendencies, including the broadcasting of party issues on social media. I think you have seen what happened for the past 2, 3 weeks, I think 3 days or 4 a week, right? When there were fights back and forth between, there is Chinoma Chagare, the leader of the youth, and also the guy that is at the forefront of Mnangagwa's campaign, the hashtag 2030, that is John Paradza. So that's what Mnangagwa was saying. After he saw all those letters, he said, you should not take issues of the party to the streets. Like I mentioned earlier on, if someone is the person that you are relying on, because you're not qualified to be in the place, right? First and foremost, which includes even some of the opposition men who masquerade like politicians that are now working with R.G Mnangagwa. They have to act as per his command. As scripts, they play the part, and all these, the greedy part, of want material things, they've now have changed against the citizens. What do you expect when you just want to get away with the stuff that you never work for? That's how it really, works in Mnangagwa's world. Now, this threat that he is ushering on citizens, I don't understand. Why do people keep quiet when he does such kind of things? I'm saying the elders are terrified in his meeting, and this guy is. I don't get Mnangagwa, honestly. Like, I don't get him. I don't. I'm trying to understand as when people say no, but that's authoritarian rule. Some say that's dictatorship. I'm trying to understand, but I'm not understanding. I am trying, but I'm not. I just want you guys to educate me, because I want you to take a listen to Mnangagwa speaking. He's very clear. I know he's very clear. You don't cross the line with ED. You do not. Yeah, it's quite very, very sad. Take a listen, please. My bad. Terrifying.
It is disheartening at this stage of our political development, and with the maturity of the revolutionary party ZanuPF, it is disheartening to note the unbecoming levels of mudslinging and other counter-revolutionary tendencies, including the broadcasting of party issues on social media platforms. This is most unfortunate. These acts continue to cause discord and confusion among the membership base. No one without the part must put our part into disrepute. This is unacceptable. Such behavior cannot be tolerated and it must stop.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
Wow, this is a leader who's telling people that whoever is busy talking about party issues on social media, I mean, no, this is too much. Charachi Komba, yeah, like that's a lot. And this is a leader of a country, of a country. In 2024, who speaks to people like he's speaking to nothing. Like, no, guys, no, something's not right. I think what worries me is how we actually so committed to transport the very same, toxicity into the next generation. It actually terrifies me. It terrifies me. I'm trying to understand, but I'm not understanding. God, what kind of nonsense is that? That a man can threaten people. You're threatening, you're not actually communicating. Wow. Okay. Okay, so my Jairosi said there was a serious tension again in the ZanuPF official, Politburo, as R.G Mnangagwa moans about ZanuPF dissidents are leaking information about the rift between his faction and that of Chiwenga. Basically, he doesn't want the people to know that there is a growing conflict in ZanuPF. I also saw that in a total report during the day that Jimmie Kunaka's house, where the house was burned down this morning. Today, I think today, I think 2 days ago, we heard that there was fire at the base, by the military base, right? Magamba, Tongogar or something, right? And now today, it's now fire. Last time, I remember the allegation that there was, there were bullets that were left by Mnangagwa's son, at the door of Mnangagwa's son, and we had also that there was fire. I'm actually saying that all these things were staged from what people are saying, because we never had no follow-ups. We never had reports that, oh, something happened or someone was caught or anything. Most of the times when you hear the drama in ZanuPF, there's no follow-ups. It's just those nitty-gritties to play dirty games. And some are saying they drop all these issues to keep you busy while there's a lot of corruption going on. You guys should not be paying attention, because now today, actually I heard that there was a meeting that Mnangagwa's sons had in the country. I'm seeing people dropping that information on social media. That General Chiwenga is on the other side, and in my pursuit of the report that the Mafidi Dynasty, which is the Mnangagwa dynasty, had a secret meeting with the Algerian government officials. My contact, who is in Goa, India, accompanying General Chiwenga and his wife, says they are aware of the meeting, which was strategically scheduled to take place during the VP's absence. So I told you they will keep you busy by some stuff. But there's a lot going on in the background. But it's always be surrounding Mnangagwa and his kids. That's again will make me just ask questions. These people are not working alone. Mnangagwa is not only playing with his own children. He's playing with these different guys, which include some married men or fathers or boys who have decided to just play the dirty game for someone else. It makes me laugh all the time when I think about it, that I can only imagine someone pulling me to do their dirty work, and they're sitting at home and they're making billions, and I'm just supposed to go and run out and be their running errand boy. Girl, I'm not going to do it. But unfortunately, there's Zimbabwean boys or men who wants to do it. They've committed themselves to do those kind of stupid, jobs for individuals. It's a sad story. It's a really sad story. Now, that is going after Chiwenga. I also heard yesterday that Chris Muchangba spoke about some of the guys that are actually supporting Chiwenga. That you guys need to stop. You're bringing division in the party. I guess they're trying to silence their voice because they want Mnangagwa's 2030 be the only message that Zimbabweans need to hear at the moment. But again, like I said, we as a Zimbabwean people, we need to push back heavily. Mnangagwa should never get the 2030 whatever that he's talking about. It's just a joke. It will not happen, and I'm very serious about it. 2030, it will not happen, because I can't even begin to fathom just having for a day. It's a lot. Yet alone talking about the next how many years? Because if it's almost 6 years plus. 6 years from now, I'm not going to be with the leader of Mnangagwa's caliber. With all due respect, I can't stand his leadership style. I can't stand the disrespect. I can't stand his family, whatever it's called. I'm just not happy. We are stagnant. We are so behind. There's no progress in the country. People are just fighting across social media. Now, talk of the fights, because the German tweeted, again, talking about the issue of debt in the country, and that on its own caused a lot of fight. It's still brewing as we speak, because his tweets of saying you guys have failed to maintain even what Smith left. The buildings, you failed. People don't even have water. I actually heard that electricity came back today. I don't know it is back for how long. I'm just tired, guys. I'm so tired of this country. The worst part is when you get exposure, you actually find it that it's abnormal to be around a country that's just stagnant. I just can't stand it. I'm trying to find the right words, but I'm not. I have to be fair, and as far as my views are concerned, I just can't stand Mnangagwa's leadership. I know, yeah. As much as people try to sell this authoritarian dictatorship, to me, it's like I'm not interested. I'm stuck to my guns. Mnangagwa's as leadership style. It's not even leadership. His dealings that he does, because people are calling him a dealer. They're saying he's actually not. He is a dealer. Remember, Tinashe called that. He's a dealer. Okay. He's a dealer. I mean, what? Forget about this dealership, whatever he's doing. I just don't understand the fact that men and women are terrified around Mnangagwa. I don't get that. Are terrified. They're sitting there and they're all scared. They're just clapping their hands. You can see the fear. I'm like, guys, how did you get here? How did you even get here, if I may ask? But that's what happens when you support nonsense. So anyone who is in ZanuPF, I'm not even feeling for you at all. Jim Kunaka, my brother, with all due respect, I don't. Because you guys were the forefront supporting all this that we say today. I like, it was right, no, Garem Dara, and. But here we are. But when, yeah. And you supported it, so you should be in a position to accept that we nest this character, because I guarantee you the first day Mnangagwa started with this drama and you said, say, that's not how you treat us, I think we'll be in a different Zimbabwe today, right? Would be in a different Zimbabwe today. But unfortunately, you kept on supporting it. And to him, it's like, I mean, I can only imagine if I've been commanding the troops, I can command whoever I want, I can take whatever I want and nobody question me. Now, all of a sudden, you want to take those privileges away from me. Then I'll tend to be a lion, right? So it's obvious he's going to be worse by day, because for him it's all about, I need what I want. I need to get what I want. You can't stop me from getting what I want. It's a sad story really in ZanuPF, but I'm glad that you supported nonsense and today you're burning. At least now it's only within your camp. The opposition, at least they're breathing. At least they can actually breathe fresh air, because they've suffered under your support of evil. It's the evil that is the problem in our country, brothers and sisters. I don't care how you're trying to conceal it and give it some glamorous ways to make it sound good. I repeat, it's evil that has destroyed Zimbabwe. It is the evil, greedy, evil hearts. Your hearts, you have no conscience, is the only reason you're doing what you're doing. You can't tell me it's politics, but I mean, South Africa's got politics. Recently, Botswana had politics. You saw the politics. Yeah, you saw them. Easy peasy. No, before the following day, you had them conceding. Ghana has got actually a larger population than Zimbabwe. Actually, within a day, we already knew the results, and they conceded peacefully. And you know what? Pass the button peacefully. It's always in Zimbabwe, and you want to convince me and convince the young people that it is politics. It's not politics. It's evil hearts, the people who are wicked, who are just selling a lie to the Zimbabwean people to believe it. There is politics. It's not politics. It's not. It doesn't matter how much you're trying to sell it to the people. It's not politics at all. Okay. America had politics recently. You saw it, right? They are rich and filthy rich, but all of them today, they are pushing on making America great again. So now, what are you doing if you call this politics? The country is in a mess. You can't tell me it's politics. It's evil people. And I repeat, wicked people. Satanic people, diabolical people, devilish people, who are just hiding behind politics, behind titles, set institutions. That if those people move today, you actually see those institutions function properly. So it can't be politics, and we're still going to be having politics. So it's the people. And once the people are removed, everything is going to fall into place. So stop selling it as politics. Say it as it is. It's evil people who have just taken over, criminals who have realized that the only way we are here is just to threaten people. We threaten whoever we want. But I repeat, because I know that in the next few years to come, most of you are going to regret. I wish I could have done it differently. And I always say, especially those that are sent to go around and be threatening people with all manner of things, brothers and sisters, you live with regrets. You look back and say, what did I do? I could have done better in my life. But you know what? It's not too late to be right. My father always say, you can turn today. You can say, I can't do this anymore. I want this country to function, and it will function. This is why I'm even more scared when I hear people right now on the streets. Yeah, you heard last time when that guy, the old man, said he would want Chiwenga to take over. You remember? And I'm sitting in my house. I'm thinking that as Zimbabweans, we never learn. We never learn. We never learn. The very same issue that brought us where we are now, we are going back to the very same thing. We recycle generational cases. I mean, you can't repeat the very same thing that brought us where we are now. You can't endorse leaders. Let the people choose their own leader, because the people have got the power to choose. People know what they want. The Zimbabwean people know what they want. Don't enforce leaders. Let them choose. But you hear some people say, no, Chiwenga must just go the front. So must go the front. I'm sitting and I'm laughing. I'm like, you know what? Power back to the people to choose their own leaders. I'm glad that I heard even Kasukure say the same thing. Power back to the people. That is the language I want to hear. All these endorsing people like I said, I wouldn't mind if Chiwenga would say, guys, I brought you here. Me and my friends, we endorse Mnangagwa, right? But we are happy to say, sir, you have failed. It's not working. Please, let the people vote. All this sham of election, we understand we have rigged elections, hoping that there will be something. But unfortunately, this country is getting worse and worse by day. Can you at least give other people a chance so that we can move forward? That's all I want to hear. But endorsing a person, we're going back to space zero. To me, I'm a principled person. It's principle or nothing. Because I've seen how many people, even mighty men, fell because they just failed to honor a principle. Now fights on social media, and people are calling each other racists, okay? They are calling each other racists, and I'll tell you what Jahaman said, okay? What he tweeted and what caused a stir with Zimbabwean people. I don't think in Zimbabwe we can even talk about racists, because do you know that Mnangagwa works with white people? How many people know that? Do you remember Macmillan when he alleged that the son gave him the Mnangagwa's Rolex watch? Do you remember? Okay. He said he wanted to buy something to smoke, and he was broke. Then he brought his father. This is Macmillan who said that on God Mafia, and he brought his daddy's watch. You remember the story? These are not black people. The people that he did deal with, even the day that Mnangagwa left Zimbabwe, when he was fired from ZanuPF, when he escaped Zimbabwe, he escaped with a white person. He jetted out with a white person. The people and today I even saw pictures when they were even sharing champagne. He's still working with white people here in Zimbabwe. So when you're talking about we don't want white people, what are you referring to? Stop selling a race card that doesn't sell to anyone. And look at situation that needs to be fixed in Zimbabwe. I don't care whether the person is black or white. Zimbabweans, I know they're not racist at all. They're not racist at all. But the race card is simply for those that are trying to silence citizens when they want to address important issues. Then they're throwing race card just to hoodwink people. But the bottom line is there's no race card in the country. So this is what he said. He said majority of black folk are their own worst enemy. This is Jahaman though. Then I said it, cry me a river. Only good at F. Okay, that's a lot. I can't repeat the word. But when I said F word, then he went at BITCHES. I can't repeat that. Okay, then that's what he says. And drinking beer, littering. Oh, wow. He went even worse there. The words were terrible. And then pissing in public, eating sadza, accept it or do better. So he is saying black people has failed to actually maintain some of the infrastructure that were left by Smith. That's what he's saying. And that drove some of Zimbabweans mad. Can I tell you what I think? I think he just did not use the right words, okay? But the message is very clear. I get it very well. Because honestly, when I've been listening about ZanuPF modus operandi, it's exactly this, what he said here. How many people have had a lot of immorality around them? You hear that so was sleeping with so and so slept with so and that one slept with so and so. You ask yourself questions. Were these people working, or they were just simply? I don't get the entire people and their behavior. Guys, don't tell me that it is politics. So, I'm like, I know the ANC people are not perfect. Yeah, they've got their own issues, but I've never heard what I hear about Zimbabwean leaders. Guys, if you're in a house and if you buy a house, what do? You maintain it. You maintain. When you see there's dirt, you clean. When the door is kind of, the hinges are off, you tighten them. If the walls are dirty, you repaint. Do I make sense? If the floors are breaking up, you fix. That's maintaining your house because you love it. But we failed to maintain even the roads. Guys, he's right. It's just that he did not use the right words. Okay? When you use the word black folk, it may sound rude. But I can guarantee it. Let me tell you, and I because I don't want all these. I've been trying to look at how white people do stuff and black people do stuff. And again, I repeat, because I'm not a racist, and I'm not. But I've seen there are so many good things that we can pick from the white culture, and there are so many good things that we can pick from our African people, right? But we must agree on one thing: ZanuPF have failed to maintain the country. It's just the words that you use that are not good words, But you know how white people speak. They are very brutal when they want to just express themselves. They don't care, But honestly, ZanuPF failed. Unfortunately, it's now being blanketed, across Zimbabwe, and there's amazing men and women across the world who are even willing to come to Zimbabwe and fix things. So these fights are it's a sad situation. But again, Mnangagwa just to intimidate. These issues are what ZanuPF, I don't know, you call them intelligence guys, the CIO guys who just roaming around the streets. Their job is to take this information and go to Mnangagwa and say things are not okay on the streets. But no, they don't. They use this information to intimidate people rather than saying, the people are complaining about roads, can we fix them? Because one MP will speak about, we need another car. Before he even closes his mouth, the cars are already coming. You know why? Because that's where the money laundering is happening. That's where the overcharging of these tenders is happening. So whatever that has to do with them making money, they push it faster. But when citizens are saying, let's fix the roads, let's fix our hospitals, they don't want, because they know there'll be all those overprices will be seen. It's a sad situation, but I beg to differ in terms of saying he's a racist. I don't think he is. He's just angry. Everyone is angry. I'm angry. People are angry. You are also angry. Zimbabweans are angry. Except Mnangagwa doesn't care whether you're angry or not. He's just focusing on power. Now he wants to call himself a king. The only reason why Mnangagwa wants the 23rd is so that he can have enough time to consolidate the kingship. Once Mnangagwa become the king, what it means is now the leadership is within his house. No one will do anything. It's he lives for his son. The son can live for the other son. The other son can live for other son. You be burning, which makes me wonder, Kote sir, who are you? Who are you? But I've said, because he got away with a lot of things. Over the years, he got away with a lot of things. So to him, at the back of his mind is, that's nothing. Intimidate, I threaten, I go to the meeting, I threaten, and they're afraid of me. Life goes on, I do whatever I want. I threaten, I blame more people, I put man on the streets. These guys going to intimidate, but people like Vanarumbi are threatening. As I must just be honest, guys, I've never been threatened by people from ZanuPF. They never threatened me because there's no need for them to threaten me. I'm trying to save them. In fact, if the ever people that I'm trying to save are ZanuPF people, I'm not even worried about the opposition. The people I'm trying to save right now from all this mess are ZanuPF, because I can see these people almost tripping. When I can see where they're heading, that they're heading for danger. So I'm trying to say, brothers, I can see where you're heading. Don't be too comfortable. There's danger. I'm trying to say, hey, I'm trying to save a tiger so it doesn't cause more harm. And they don't see it. That's what I'm trying to do. And they've never intimidated me. I know that for sure. Because there's no reason. They can't even, they don't even have the power and authority to do so. Yeah, because they don't have it. You know, they don't have the power to intimidate me at all, at all. They don't have it. All is well. Guys, yeah. Yeah. Now Chiwenga is also in a meeting somewhere where I saw him with his wife, and they are having they just kind of having a good time there with some Indians people there doing their stuff. And Mohadi, I think Mohadi has not been feeling quite well. Mohadi is not really healthy, even though he's trying to keep on pushing. But again, that's what I've said, that this is the danger of doing wrong in life, is you hate yourself to a point where you can't even rest in life. It's a sad story. It's a sad story. I don't know what they're afraid of, because I would go home and relax and just chill. But no, they can't. They really can't chill, because they're afraid of Zimbabweans. I've told you that the Chinese people have scrapped visas for the European countries except Africa, okay? Which includes South Africa. South Africa still need a visa to go to China. I thought maybe since Ramaphosa is kind of closer to the president, there could be some favors, but no, there's something wrong with us. You know, my heart bleeds because I know what we are capable of. You know, I know what we can do. And I'm like, do you know, we went to get to a point where people are saying, I need a visa to go to Zimbabwe. Like, people want visas to come to a country. You understand, when Zimbabwe is on the map, like the people, I just can't wait to see that. But it will happen in my lifetime. I'll be here. I'll be around. I will be around. So you know, I just can't wait, because the way we get treated by people, you know, be it Trump said whatever he wants about Zimbabwe, people can just, I even saw another comedy recently where they were talking about, and Zimbabwe was actually the one that said, oh yeah, the currency was worse than Zimbabwe. I know, it's worse like Zimbabwe. I'm like, everything bad on earth is always associated with Zimbabwe. It's a sad story. We need to pray and ask God to restore our country. We need to pray so that God can restore our sanity. All right, I'm going to finish with this one very quickly. There is a question, again, I've seen how people reacted to it, but it's a very important subject. I want you guys to actually listen to DJ Ola, actually. Very important. Yeah, very important. I think we can learn one or two things. That clip is I know it's happening in our society. It's happening right now, and I want you to take a listen. Please take a listen.
And my mango, how does that? And my mango, how does that play along? Let's say they're both secret situation and paid this. But
Yeah.
But
then you're buying the dollar man. This is good. Ayo iri simbwe. Ndinoendesa mai vangu kuchipatara. Don't get me wrong. Ndinoendesa mai vangu inini kuchipatara. Remember, you urukumba kwedu. Kune urwere urukumba kwedu. Hausi kumba kwenyu kune urwere uri iko kukumba kwenyu kune variko. Kana ndotaka kumbomanya situation. Kwangu inene ndiriko. Ndakatarisirwa kwenyu is different about usiri wakatarisirwa. Kune vakatarisirwa but iwo uri mwana arwari kuona amai, but probably kuna baba wako, kuna bamini wako vanotasa situation seyavo. Inini semkwa ndotozwa kuti chip in, but ukukumba kwedu kana kwaita nyaya ndindotoda chip in. The same way yekuti kurwara kwaita mai vangu kumba kwedu, vanhu vekumba kwenyu avaso vari kuuya kuzorapisa mai vangu. Vanhu vekumba kwedu ndo vanofana kurapisa mai vangu. Iwewe kumba mai wako akarwara, vanhu vekumba kwenyu nini vanofana kurapisa mai vako. But kana waenda iwewe unewo responsibility yako kuti unofana kuti uplay your part kurapisa wachi mai vako. Saka kana murume wako asina, hauzomutiza kale wakoshesa kumai wako kufura mai wangu. Haifani kuita competition.
Because that one comes as well. Kunza awe anokoshesa mai vake.
Haifani ndopanda kuti haifani kuita competition like that, because amai vako vatori kumba kwavo, amai vangu vari kumba kwedu.
All right. So now, okay, I
kukusanganisa iwewe
Ndapabati.
chikafu chatiri kudya mumba let's say pamwe chatito chetototsunya pamwe chiti namai vangu newe hatisikumbotsunya pakati pamwe chiti namai vako not to say hatisi kuda mai vako but mai vako tiri kumba kwedu kwawakatobva uko wakakumba kwedu you are now part of the family saka hatizoti dhola ngatiri bhisei timbesa dhola tikuda mama wako wakurwara no we do this on Facebook kuno ndiri kuexpectwa ukoko kune vatoriko vanotoexpectwa nondomhanisa situation ikatofamba ini ndisemukwanya nditozouyawo ndotosimudzira pasiyirwa nevamwe kuti I think ndikwazoso 50 cents yangu yamama mukubatsira kurapa kwaamai ndiambuya vangu hapana kana problem.
Wow, a lot of misunderstanding out there. Listen, what I've, so there is only, from what I heard, there's only $1, right? So both vamwene varkurwara on the other side of the wife. Okay, no, ambuya washa varkurwara on the other side of the mother, the wife, right? And also amai varkurwara on the side of the husband. So now the question was, since we have got $1, what do we do? Whom are we supposed to sponsor here? So Ola is saying, no, I'm going to sponsor my mother, okay? Not your mother, because your mother is from another family. So your family should also do whatever they're doing, except when I have extra. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you what I think is actually the right way of dealing with the issue. First and foremost, when you get married, from what I know and what I tell all the girls, or what I still believe is what I'm expected to do, is that when you get married, okay, if I marry a man today, I automatically become his mother's daughter, and he automatically become my father's son. That's what I know. So there is no a mother who says mother from your house or the father from your house. Do you know the only reason why we keep on suffering with poverty? It's because our mentality is the problem. The way we think about life is so wrong. And we are so caged because we don't really understand how to deal with the family matters. There is no way I can call the mother of my husband Vamwene. All this Vamwene Murora thing. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. It's mother, it's father, it's daddy, it's mama. That is it. It can't be mother-in-law. Which law? Whose law? You know, we are picking up a lot of words. We don't even know the meaning. And it's actually fighting with our own culture. I definitely believe that if you really want to take care of people, God will provide. Once your mentality is so limited to, I'm going to take care of my mother and I'm not going to take care of another, or your mother. What is that supposed to mean? Who is your mother and who is my mother? Because when you marry someone, you become one people, which means both parents are your parents. So how do you then choose between the two? Yeah, that's a lot. So if Ola can hear me out, there's nothing like I'm going to take care of my mother. There's nothing like that. Because where you get married, you become their son. So that's your mom and that's your dad as well. So this is why people fight in relationships. It's because you already separate parents. You already think like another parent is better than the other, which is not even true. They're all the same. In our house, we don't believe in, I can't call my sister, you call them my sister-in-law. To me, I can't even say she's my sister-in-law. It doesn't exist in my vocabulary. She's my sister. We end right there. There's no law, there's nothing. I don't look at her like she's different. She's our sister, and whatever happens in our house, she's our sister. We don't know what's called in-law. What is that? What is that supposed to mean? You are blocking your blessings by really adopting some stupid words who are just keeping you at ransom unnecessarily. I know some people complain and say, no, but because of the way they treat me, no. But how are you behaving? Okay? Because when I said a child, what I'm simply means that you are going to be a child, which means you may do wrong. If they rebuke you, they're not rebuking you because you are a daughter-in-law, because you're a child. You make mistakes like anyone else. Sometimes you're just learning as a person because you're growing. You know, it's a sad story. How we think and how we see relationship, it's completely wrong. It is wrong. No wonder why we never succeed. We always have issues because we're failing to just to understand a simple arithmetic, right? Simple. If I met a man today, his mother is my mother, his father is my father. In fact, you must actually be careful because I can be even loved more than him. It's how you treat people, then they will respond to your energy. But if you get in a family with an attitude, they can actually see that you're disrespecting them and they'll reject you. Sometimes it's the attitude that matters. So when you marry into a family, you must be respectful. So and then there's no your mother, there's no, it's our parents. Both the parents are important. Both supposed to be respected. Both are worth of actually blessing us. Both. That's why when you leave your mother's house, the father has to bless you. To say, no, you're going wherever you go there and go and be of a blessing. You don't go there and be a curse. Right? Which means the parents on the other side must also bless their son. Wherever you go, my son, you're going to be the blessing. I don't want you to be a curse. So the problem is not the marriage, is how we do stuff. So some cohabitate, do their things. There's no blessing. There's chaos. How do we start to determine how we end? Or how we respect the journey of the relationship? I beg to differ on these things because I know the only reason we are miserable is because we are too attached to material things. You know, we are in an era where people would rather use other people and then protect material things rather than using things and love people. No, they love things more than the people. Which is a sad story though. But for me, I would just say, you know what? Both parents are important. I would take the $1, put it 50-50. Mama there. Okay, now pray to the Lord for divine intervention. God, you can also be able to add more here. You can add, I know God of miracles. He does anything. He can do anything. He can actually multiply the dollar to even be $10 or 20. He can send angels to be of a blessing. On the other side, life goes on. It's that simple. Don't complicate your lives. Life is simple when you simplify it. Don't complicate it. There's no reason. Mother is mother, dad is daddy. It can't be in law. There's nothing called in law. Which law? Whose law? The street law that someone puts there and they divorce those people? No. There's nothing called law. There's what's called family. Two people come together, become one, and the family become one. That's it. And then God blesses you. Now you're just drowning in blessings, you know. You drown in blessings. That's why those who give will have more. Those that are stingy will always suffer. Right? It's a principle. I love you guys. God bless you and God bless Zimbabwe. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. And happy holidays for those that are traveling. Please, I'm praying for you so that at least you travel safely and you come back safely. I'm seeing the roads are not okay, but I'm praying for you. Bless you all and bye for now.